Hi Flosstube, it is Helen D. It is Tuesday, March 18th, I think. Yeah, sun's out. Snow is melting. What's not to love? I hope everyone's having a good start to their week. Yeah, like I said, it rained yesterday. I thought about filming yesterday, but it was like dark. I'm crooked. I'm gonna adjust while we chat. We had a very rainy day yesterday, and then today the sun's out, so that's nice. We went for a walk, my husband and I, this morning, and with all the rain, and then it was foggy and just drizzly, it really ate up some snow, so that's nice. The snow on our front lawn where the sidewalk plow comes through and blows it is like the tiniest of little strips, so we are getting there. That's not to say that we couldn't still have a big storm. Big storms in March and April are not unheard of here in Maine and New England, but typically if it's warmed up enough like this, the snow doesn't last. So that's what we cross our fingers for. I know last year my son played tennis for the first time for the school, and the courts were clear and they started practice, and then we had a big snow and they had to be in the gym for a week. So hopefully that's not the case this year. I did get the schedule for their games. We have like 2 more weeks of downtime, and then that's going to pick right up. Although my son would tell you this is not downtime. He's had a lot of assignments and stuff. The quarter ends in 2 weeks, and he has a lot of tests and quizzes and papers, and he's busy. He'll tell you it is not quiet at all. So market was 2 weeks ago, or almost 2 weeks ago. It was 2 weeks ago for my last regular video. Last week I did do a market recap, and surprisingly, I actually got things put away after. That doesn't always happen. There's still a box with some things from the Christmas time that need to be put away, but the market stuff is put away. So I've just been trying to kind of get back on track. I did pull out spring decorations. I put all the winter away. I have 2 St. Patrick's Day pieces that people had asked about that I will show closer, but everything is up and ready. I don't really have anything for there yet, but I'll get it. I'll get something. At the end of the year, when I finish that Nature's Journey, maybe that can go there. We'll see. So we'll jump in. Like I said, I had 2 pieces that had been behind me for St. Patrick's Day stuff that people asked about. This one is Leggy Leprechaun. It is by Heart and Hand. This was my first stand-up. He's listing. He's had one too many Guinness. So this is an older chart. You can still find it, and I'm pretty sure I changed the colors. I think I just brightened them up a little, or chose, you know, a darker green, a lighter green, a black, a gold, a purple. I just kind of picked what I had. So that's Leggy Leprechaun. And then this one is Bent Creek Luck. This one I know I changed the colors because I added in purple, because I love purple and green together. If you look back on my Instagram, it may tell you what I used, but this was a couple years ago. So, Bent Creek Luck. I don't know. I don't know if I used the same green as I did on the leprechaun or not. So, there's that one. And now those will get tucked away. Stitching wise, I'm just trying to kind of get back on track. I don't have a ton of things. That's good. That means I'm settling. I have no fully finishes. I just haven't been in the mood. I have one that's almost ready to show you guys. It's actually done, but I need to repaint the frame, and I haven't done it yet. So, but the piece is in it, so I'll have to take it out, paint it, and put it back in. So I do have one finish, and it was a new start and a finish, because it's pretty small. It was the Yeti Globe from Bent Creek. This is a new release from Market. They do one of these snow globes every year. They're small, they're 52 by 54, but they do them on 20 count linen over 2. So basically a 10 count. I couldn't do it. It was like stitching on burlap. And I'm not a linen stitcher, right? And it's very uneven, so I couldn't do it. I was planning on using the pearl cottons, because it comes with pearl cottons. They were too tight on my fabric. They were too thick. I may do this again for a gift. I thought this would be good for my son's teacher. I can't decide if I want to do it big or do it on an 18 count and make it an ornament. So I ended up stitching the Yeti Glow on 25 count pewter Lugana, 3 strands of DMC over 2 squares. And the pearl cottons all had like what number they were. So I just pulled the DMC. And then the beads I threw on there. Now theirs, it looks like he's looking at you. Mine, he's definitely looking to the side. He's keeping an eye on that snowball. So I'm gonna finish him as a stand-up. I don't think I'm going to like contour him. I think I'm gonna go just straight around. And I have a few more of these that I would like to do. And now I'm trying to decide, do I do them on different size fabrics? So they'd be like a little snow globe collection. But this is 25 count, 3 strands over 2. You could do 2 strands over 2, but I really wanted the white to show. So I just did it 3. So that is my one finish. He was quick. He was really fun. Oops, that was loud. So while I was gone in Nashville, the only thing, I brought 2 pieces with me, but one of them I didn't touch. I brought Pigeon Coop's Lone Caribou, and I didn't touch it. And I have decided to put that one up for winter. I'm ready to move on to some spring things. So I've packed that one up, took it off the Q-snap, and set it aside. So I brought my little Whippakeepa from Stephanie, the New England Stitcher. My friend Brandy got me this. So cute. I love the seagulls. And I got a comment on it on the plane. I brought Val's Stuff the Giving Season. This was a little kit that she put out last year. It comes with perforated paper, the button, the bird is a button, and the sparkly floss that goes, these little snowflakes. So that's all I worked on. Because it was easy to kind of fill in. Our planes were kind of bumpy, so I didn't get a ton done there. So the scarf is done in Weeks Bethlehem. And I am doing it 1X at a time to get that good variegation. So that's where I'm at. This is just one, it's easy to keep in the car. Oh, also in this little pouch, I'd forgotten, Jen and Carol, 2 Tall Stitchers, had given me in market, and I hadn't showed it in the last video because it was in here. They had a stitcher who gave them a bunch of Mill Hill kits, and they passed this one on to me. Isn't it cute? It's a pin. It's very small. So he's super cute. 1994, it says. I was a sophomore in high school. So there's that whip. I am still plugging away on 324. It is still feeling like homework, but I don't want to put it up. I want to get it done. So 324 works by ABC. Last time I had it open, this half is done, and now I'm working this way, and I have a little of this done. So I have this section to go. I had 13 rows to go. I finished 2, so I have 11 rows to go. 10 and a half really, because I got about half of that other one done already. So I'm in the pinks and the reds. So I'm just trying to get 1 row done a week. There are 9 motifs. It's 1/2 row. There are 9 motifs. These top rows, they had some, I call them leggy. They had some leggy ones, which go much faster than these solid ones. So that was a nice treat. But I'm getting into more solid territory. So if I can do 1 row a week, maybe a little more, I should be able to finish this by the time school is done in mid-June. That's my goal, is to get that one done. I did have a new start, which I think I must have started right after my last regular video because I haven't shown it to you yet. I talked about starting it, but I actually did. This is Seasonal Circle Spring, I think. It's Little Dove Designs. It's on her website as a PDF. It went right into Pattern Keeper. I think there's some backstitch that I'll have to go in. Pattern Keeper doesn't do backstitch, so I'll have to look at the PDF for that. I did a center start, which is right there with that house. I'm using white or antique white, and that's as far as I got. And then I went to market, so I just want to get it started. I'm excited to do all the fun flowers and stuff. So I got a little bit of a start on this. It's all DMC. I did choose, this chart had originally been in a Cross Stitcher magazine, and I had the digital copy, but it didn't print well. It would not go into Pattern Keeper. So when she said she was going to re-release them as full PDFs, I'm like, I'm just going to wait and buy them that way. So I had pulled all the flosses from the magazine. She did change a couple of the flosses, but I decided to go with the ones from the magazine. It was mostly these yellows, like the darker yellows, and the magazine ones were just a little lighter, I guess. So it's these two. So I'm gonna use the magazine yellows because I already had them. I just swapped the color names, like the numbers, so I won't forget. So the briefest of starts on that. So what I decided once I got back and got Yeti Globe done, I need to kind of get caught up on a few things. I know it's only March, but I need to get caught up. And one of the things that I need to get caught up on is Frightful Assembly from Erica Michaels. My plan was to do one of these a month so that then I'd have time to finish them and have them ready for October. But I only had one done. So this is an exclusive chart for now. Garon Stitchery has that. I'll list them below. This will come out later, but for now. There are 7 different berries, and this one here that says A Frightful Assembly, that's actually the one I'm doing. You can do them as pillows or as berries. I'm going to do 3 as pillows and 4 as berries so I can kind of put them all together. So let me take this out so you get the full effect, or at least open it up. This one is the one I'm doing on the fabric that I worked with Fabric Flair to put together. It's one of their medleys, which is 4 different fabrics on 4 different colors on one piece of fabric. And they called this one Helen D's Halloween Medley. So here's the one I'm working on. So I just need to fill it in. I finally got the border done last night. I messed up a couple times. So the border is done. So this has 4 different colors on it. So you can see I already got a Congress of Ghosts. I did it on purple. And then this one's over here. So I have enough room to do 2 on each color. So I have to decide what's going where. So I decided to just leave it like this so that when I'm stitching, I have a little more fabric to put in my Q-snaps, and then I'll have a little more wiggle room when I'm going to cut them out. Yes, it is a little more cumbersome now. Like, I gotta wrap it all up, shove it in there with one of those spool huggers, and then that barely holds it. And then I shove it in my grime guard, which a few people asked. I have made these in the past. If you search grime guard, cross stitch grime guard tutorials, there are some out there. And then I gotta shove it in here, and this one's a little small. But that kind of holds my extra out of the way so that This one I have a little closer than I need to, but that's where it is. So I'll just finish it up. So that is a frightful assembly. I should do, this is technically February's, so I should do one more before I put this away. If I were good, I would do 2 more and then I'd be ahead for April. We'll see how that goes. Then I have a crochet whip. I showed my little Yeti from the Woobles last video. I've started another Woobles, but I don't have either picture. So we'll just have to use our imaginations. I have them in this tiny little bag, and the other papers and whatnots don't fit. So this is a penguin. I know right now it's an egg, but it will be a penguin. I need to do the fiddly bits, the wings, the beak. I don't think he has feet. He may have a tail. I don't know. So that is an egg. And then the other one I'm working on is called Short Long Cat. It's the pattern I got off Etsy, and she has 2 versions. She has Long Cat and then Short Long Cat, which is a smaller version of the Long Cat. So, this is it. He's legs and a torso. And there's really no right or wrong or front or back. He looks like I decreased right here, so maybe I can even that out with some stuffing. They said to stuff as you go, so, and I'm not using my this was leftover stuffing. I might use my Mountain Mist instead. And one of his legs, even though they're the same amount of rows, is longer than the other. So, but it's been fun to do something different. And that's what I've been working on the last 2 weeks. Purchases. I haven't purchased anything because I bought plenty at Market. But I have one thing that I have yet to show you because I printed it out and just keep forgetting to show you. This is by Caitlin Lane Designs on Instagram. And you message her to buy it. And then she can invoice you through PayPal, or I think it was Venmo. And I'm like, I'm not cool enough for Venmo. Can you do PayPal? No problem. And then she emails it to you. This is called a Wicked card. She does it as a, my brain, I just lost the word, tapestry? She does it not as cross stitch, but you can do it as, it's charted in squares. So it's 55 by 74. And I thought that would be fun to go along with Wicked. She has a whole set. It was $10. She has a whole set now. So there's the queens, king, ace, joker, and jacks, I think. Like, she has different characters, but I think I'll probably just do the one. So I will link that below. I'll put her information. It might not be a link because it's Instagram, but I can at least write her name. So if it's something you're interested in. I don't know when I'm going to start that. Now, this is 55 by 74. It printed on 4 pages. So you'll see that one. I could stitch that one from across the room, even with my eyes. So that'll make it easy. And once you kind of get the guts, you can just fill in with white. So that's good. So I had 2 gifts I wanted to share. Let's see, which one do I want to do first? Tammy sent me a bag. She made me a bag. This came yesterday. So this is a Halloween bag. Isn't this cute? Spider webs. And it's like plush and quilted and a thread bed in it. She used purple fabric on the inside. So that was really cute. And I love a good, I've already got thread on it, Tammy. I love a good Halloween bag. And it's got just a little, he's peeking, a peeking Poe. So that was really sweet. Thank you, Tammy. And then Alicia, she had reached out to me before Market because she was going to market. Here comes Emmy. There goes my water. She was outside, so I thought I was safe. I was not safe. Alicia had reached out to me before market because she was going with her local shop owner, who is a needlepoint, which is the word I couldn't think of earlier, a needlepoint shop that is starting to introduce cross stitch. So she was asked, you know, if I had any tips for market. So we emailed and I gave her all my tips. So she wanted to send me a thank you gift. So first of all, she made me a super cute card. And does she say the name of the shop? Rita's Needlepoint, which is probably where I got Anita because I was squishing those together. She made me one of those little clutches, and she has an Etsy shop, Upper Meadow Designs, where she sells these, and project bags. So this is a spring Teresa Kogut. It's really cute. So thank you. Tuck that in there. And then the other thing that came in, oh, I don't have my phone. I don't have my phone, and I was going to show you a picture. So the other thing that came in is the Cotton and Twine box. I don't know what month this is. It's probably March. So maybe it says, oh, there's the box. It's March. Hold on just a second. So the March box came. Cotton and Twine is the subscription side of Historical Sampler Company, and I've done some of their stitch-alongs. Historical Sampler has a new stitch-along coming. It starts at the end of March. It's a garden scene with birdhouses. There's a little squirrel or chipmunk. They've shown some teasers. So I will link that below if you're interested. That's what I was going to show you the picture of, but my phone is plugged in. So that starts the end of March. They have boxes, but they also have just PDFs. So if it's something you're interested in, and you're like, I don't have time, or I just can kit it up myself, they have PDFs. So that's that one. The March Cotton and Twine is currently for sale, and it's, how cute is this? And this is by a new designer for them. Some of theirs they do in-house. And this one is, their charts are really big too. I want to say her name right. Yasmin's Made With Love, and that's the first one that she's done with them. So it says Hello Spring on the bottom, or you could leave it off. So that's the design, which comes black and white and color, and then it comes with backing fabric, trim, all the flosses, and that needle that I always lose, so we'll make sure I don't lose that. All the flosses, they're DMC, a needle. They're in like a little paper bag. Fabric, they do linen or Ada. This is the linen, and these are a Zweigart, but they're a dyed. They're kind of dyed specially for them. And then it comes with some extras. It comes with, this one has a little tea, which goes in John's little box, and then next time he makes tea, he'll go, where'd we get this fancy tea? And I tell him it's direct from England. The cutest bear needle minder that matches. And these are the enamel ones. So bear and a goodie. And this one is grizzly bears, which are gummy bears. So that's what's in the March Cotton and Twine, which again, I will link below. They don't do PDFs until 12 months after. So if that's something that you'd like to do, but you want to wait, they release their PDFs from their boxes in 12 months. That's the schedule they're on. I want some of that water and I can't have it because I know where her tongue's been. So let's do some giveaways. We have a lot because we had 2 weeks ago's video and last week's market recap video and new ones from this week with some extras from market thrown in. So I always have a list down below, people who need to contact me. List them out. 2 weeks ago, we'll do those first. We had a couple things donated from Carla at Cobweb Corner. I always list Carla's information below. She has been doing her auctions and Me Please events and her sales, because like she said, she's getting ready for retirement and she's trying to kind of bring down that inventory and move some things out. So keep an eye on those if there's something that you're interested in. So for number 1, spring delivery, Plum Street, is Cindy Richards. And Chubby Bunny, Jeanette Douglas, Colleen York. So that is that video. Then we had 4 things that designers at Market passed along to me to pass along to you. Pedal Pusher Vintage Centerpiece Bouquet. This is one of Barbie's. Deborah Fitzer, F-I-T-Z-E-R. Pear Fair, Robin from October House. Is Elizabeth Hernandez. Give Bees a Chance from Artist Designs. Design is Tina Wood. And Super Bloom Bouquet, which I will take out of this plastic or it won't fit in the envelope, is Sarah Webb. This is Robin Pickens. This one uses Cosmo Floss, but she has a DMC conversion. I apologize. Germ water. So, for this week's giveaways, we have 5. You need to be over 18 so you can legally give me your address. Don't say win or giveaway or those words. And just use the numerical number, and I'll use the comment picker. I always appreciate it if you're a subscriber. A lot of these, whoever donated them, Carla from Cobweb Corner or the designers, they'd appreciate it if you were a subscriber too. So that information is always listed below. So number 1 from Carla is Spring Has Come. This is a Prairie Schooler reprint. So it's one of the kind of floppy ones. Number 2 is a $10 gift card to Cobweb Corner, so you can choose whatever you like. Number 3 from Artist Design is Miss Bunny Hopscotch. This is one of the ones I finished for her, and she is not listing, so you can tell I've improved. Number 4 is Pedal Pusher Anne's Orchard, but it's based on Anne of Green Gables. And number 5 is another from Robin Pickens. This is Courier Duos Summer Blue Jays. I already took this one out of the last. And this one's just charted in DMC. And her charts are really big too. So, ta-da, we've reached the end. Plans-wise, like I said, I might just use the rest of March to kind of catch up on a couple things. The Frightful Assemblies, keep going on 324. It'd be nice if I could touch that spring circle a little more to get a start on that. And I'm kind of thinking I might pull the Barbara Anna Tree of Magic back out to do another tier or set of tiers, because it's the top 2 little ones, because I'd like to get that. That one is closest to being done of my older pieces. So if I can kind of keep up with that, I could get that one done quicker. And that's about it. I'm hoping next week I can do that tutorial in those frames, that the hoop frames, and then just move forward with regular updates from there. I do have Library Stitchers Retreat coming up. That's in April, 3rd week of April. It's school vacation week, so it's the end of school vacation week. And that's about it. Tennis will be in full throes of tennis. I'll be Ubering. I Uber drive. I'm an unpaid second split shift Uber driver, basically. So, hope you guys are doing well. I know Lindy Stitches is doing, I think it's this weekend, the market starts, like a, kind of like Jingle Ball, but where she has an event. I won't be able to do that, but I know a lot of people are. Has anyone started a market chart? It was interesting. I asked in the last video, you know, what are people going to start? A lot of people are starting that Ladybug from Hands On Design. I did go through yesterday and I pulled floss just to see if I had them all, which I do. I haven't decided if I want to do it on the pink pomegranate. I think they'd look really nice on the same blue I used for the bee. So I haven't done a floss toss yet. That's next. I talked about starting that at Library Stitchers. There, it looks like one that I could lose count real easy, so we'll see if I think that would be a good idea or not a good idea. But that is all. I will talk to you guys in a couple weeks. Bye.